Hello. I don't know if anybody's watching this. Go ahead and see if I can't finish Rest for Glory 1. I'm pretty close. I will not go for a full 100 that run, I guess, because suck at it. Takes a long time, so see what we can do. When we last left off, we had managed to beat, we had managed to beat the Weapon Stores Master. Meant that, as far as I can tell, we've gotten most of the points that we can get for now. So I think it's time to go on and bring the child out of band. Those of you who don't know or don't remember, the counter curse was: comes a hero from the east, frees the man from in form of beast, brings the child from out the band, and drives the cursor from the land. Kind of surprised I remember most of that. I know that's paraphrasing, it's not exact, but oh dear. We're in trouble. We have no stamina. Probably fix that. Phineas is looking for a hero to help him save Illyria. That right there was a promotion for EcoQuest, the search for Cetus. It's a game I have that maybe I'll stream at some point if people are interested. This guy real quick. DED dead. Let's go sell some of these cheetar claws and beard so we're not overburdened. What can you do for us this time? Let's see. How about you take this stuff off our hands? Of course I did. I've killed everything in this game. Good. Underweight now. Let's go. We already gave him a bunch of money, didn't we? $57 gold is how much we have with it. Another guy. Go ahead and take him out. We got one or two more bigger potions. Let's go ahead and use them up. Whee! Parry, parry, thrust, thrust. Ah, cheap hit. I got a cheap hit. I apologize if I seem a little down or morose today. I just got put back on the medication for Lyme disease, and I'm dealing with the side effects of it, which makes me rather dizzy and a little out of it at times. But I really wanted to stream so I could finish this up because I wanted to move on to Quest for Glory 2 because I want to continue with this character. That you guys might get a kick out of me running through all of the Quest for Glory games. But you know, if not, I understand. Find ourselves a goblin. Just me, or are we getting attacked a lot? This one doesn't even have a difficulty. No playing with this one. And he, of course, has no treasure. Because he's a giant lizard. Why would anybody expect him to carry treasure? I don't know. Many years of playing D&D, I guess? Where you get questions like, where did that Displacer Beast keep those 37 silver coins? As heard from the GM hold music. I don't know who made it, but if you ever have a chance to look it up on YouTube, it's pretty funny. Oh, I went the wrong way. I'm sorry. Paying attention to where I was going. Let's head back. And we'll head down here. Bouncer's gone because I took him out. I know there's a place there, but we're going to go see if we can't do something that I've heard you can do. Okay, let's take him out. Work on our parry skill. Like that flam and that roll into a flam. Wish I knew how to play the drums better. Got up to 94. 85, that's not bad. Go ahead and drink another vigor potion. I have one left. Save it again. Go. Now we'll go over here. Fight first, then go over there. Ta-da! it again so I don't have to go through the fight again. You have a bad feeling about this place. Quick, take a drink. It's the Star Wars drinking game. Now I have an even worse feeling about this place? Okay. What about now? Yet another brigand archer. If these guys shoot at all, well, you'll soon be impeccably dressed in your arrow shirt. And this one is wearing his archery merit badge. Great. Oh, you can go this way. Sweet. And these are some tough guys. And we got barely pegged at all. Okay. That's a surprise. Or rest 60 minutes. I'm Nate Not Great, and this is 60 Minutes. Oh. Whoops. Wrong show. A keyhole concealed in a crack. Let's talk. Okay, you say hide and go seek, or is that hide and go seek? Gray. How do we look? Ooh, creepy cave. You know, it's interesting, in the VGA release, you can head over here, and there's a pile of dead bodies and stuff that you can go through, but for whatever reason, it got cut from the VGA version. I don't know why. Midnight already? Ow. You've seen the one, you've seen them all. He has nothing. Wait a minute. Ooh. I wonder that thing hits so hard. Go over and get a close look. Okay. The sign reads, ring bell. Okay, let's ring the bell. Ding, 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 ding. Well, maybe the Burngans aren't such inhospitable creatures after all. And again, maybe they are. Ring the bell and your bell gets rung. Brigands have an even temperament, all bad. You seem to have a knack for doing the wrong thing. Yeah, that was me. But can we climb the wall? Oh wait, we don't have the climbing skill, so no. Okay, well let's just knock the door down then. Why knock? The bell. No, we already know what happens there. It seems somehow appears to be faster from outside. You'll have to force the gate open. Okay, then force the gate open. Well, I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll smash the gate down, you decide. Don't hyperventilate, dude. Good job. Boy, that felt good. But it worked. Our guy ain't very smart. Carpet looks rather new, perhaps recently stolen from the merchant in town. Hang on. Excuse me. There is a sign on the red carpet which reads, "Step here." It is written in a shaky hand, as if the author was laughing at the time he wrote it. Okay. There is a single pole supporting this sturdy-looking bridge across the chasm. Message is written in clear from hand. Cross here. Okay, let's go up the middle. Save here since we got to a new screen. Ooh. Small sign reads booby trap. The brigands approach to see the booby they've got. You think to yourself, if it looks like a trap and it feels like a trap, maybe it is a trap. Okay, well, let's go this way then. Oop. That wasn't so bad. Where'd he come from? Whoop. Okay. Thanks, Chef Tig. Well, as you can see, I just got squashed by the Antwerp. Oh, there's a rope there, so it says step over the rope. Have we clicked the hand on the rope? Feel a tripwire. Okay, good. Now let's avoid him. We can get across the pit without falling to our doom? Got an arrow sticking out of me. Whoops. Didn't make it completely unscathed, did I? Oh well. So let's go ahead and save again, because we're on a new screen. Death abounds. Let's go ahead and close the door. Have here. There's nothing to do there. They remind you of a bunch of knuckle coughs. Isn't that not like... I don't know German, but I'm guessing that probably means knuckleheads. Okay. Let's see, we're gonna move the chair in front of the door. I always die a bunch of times at this part for whatever reason. Hello? Oh, there they are. Who are those? I've seen it before. Really? Okay. Candelabra over? Oh, a wise guy, eh? Okay. You appear to be stuck. That's new. We are stuck. Well, that's a minor convenience. Okay, hang on one second. I'm going to turn off the music. We'll get out of this. We'll load back into it. Try this again. Sorry about that. That's a first. Early VGA release, which means that it's hard to skip that if you don't catch it right at the beginning. I missed it, I'm sorry. Try closing this door again. Let's say. Wooden tables, benches, and chairs fill the space of this brigand meeting area. Chandelier lights the room, and an unlit candelabra stands in the corner. A rope hangs from the chandelier. Okay. Knuckle cobs. Oops. Go ahead and push the chair in front of the door. Hooray, now let's save it again, just in case it crashes again. I've never had to do that before. I've played this game since it came out in '92, so that was a new one for me. Okay. Over the candelabra. There we go. Over there. Grab the rope. Knock them down, close the door. Have it fall on them. Then away we go. You bar the door behind you. You behold a most fascinating place. The person labeled me speaks. Abandon mope all ye who enter here. Job hunting or just sightseeing? I foresee a brilliant future for you in the fall. Yeah, you jerk. If you've got something to say, then speak fast or forever hold your pieces. State your case before I case your estate. Wow, he's full of puns. He must be a gnome. About York? Yeah, perhaps you were able to take the child from the band. No, you think? I couldn't help but break this. Sorry about that, guys. Let me do that again. Anything else? York? You guys not getting it? Yeah, is it? Ah, yes. Yes, Maction, I'm almost to the end. Well, yeah, I turned down the audio of the game because, you know, I've had problems with it being too loud, so I just wanted to make sure it wasn't overly loud. I can turn it up a little bit if you guys like. There. Sorry. Is that any better? I just turned it up 10%. Still rather new to this. Okay. Good. I've heard it before. Let's ask about Elsa. Wow, that gave us 8 points. You know Elsa, then perhaps you've come to help. Perhaps you're able to take the child from the band. Yes, you asked us that before. After you've explained what you know about Elsa, York speaks. About time that someone helped Elsa before it's too late. Toro and I are the only friends she's got here. Really. She's a lot like her dad, though. She organized those brigands and changed them from mere thugs to major raiders. There we go. So she plans to move. That's good to know that it's better with the additional 10%. Let's move the entire band away from the valley as soon as the snow clears. If that happens, I know she will never be... I didn't kill him, I knocked him out. As a fighter without magic, you can't put him to sleep, so you have to fight him. So, oh, I already asked that one. Leader. I did, apparently, but that's okay. I didn't kill him completely. He shows up at the end. He's only injured. Ask about the maze. This room is my way of keeping the brigands from bothering the leader about raises, since it tends to raise the brigands. I designed it myself. This place has people rowing in the aisles. Yeah, you jerk. This was one of the most frustrating parts when I was a kid. Thor is the minotaur that guards this fortress. Elsa has found him when he was just a calf, and he's kowtowed to her ever since. Wow. And guarantees that the brigands don't give Elsa any bull. Wow, even better. Okay, let's see if we can make our way. I know where I need to go. Just don't remember if, Come on, through the door. Ooh. There we go. Of course you feel disoriented. Smile for the camera. Good job. Now we go through this door. Question, he's a magic user. It's interesting, in the EGA version, he's gone at this point. He actually creates a portal and leaves the room after you talk to him about Elsa. Go. It's timed, so you have to be careful. Go to fall on me. Ah, there we go. Do, 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 do. Oops, sorry. We finally made it through York's room. Save it again, because invariably I will die here, because sometimes the mouse doesn't work. Let's try fighting. That was quick. Also, my dear, that's the problem of fear. To our dismay, the sparrows say, for alas, you did slay your hero today. Hand leader is deadly with a sword. The magic spell that possesses her makes her an invincible warrior. That's good to know. Sorry. The potion on her. Okay. Throw the dispel potion on the brigand leader. Wow, clothes and everything change. Quite the enchantment. Can't imagine how good it feels to know who I am again. For all these years to remember my name is Elsa von Spielberg. To wish I was not a brigand child, but actually an enchanted princess. Now I know that I really was enchanted, and I don't have to be a brigand anymore. Thank you so much for freeing me. I have to hurry home to father and get his guards to capture the rest of the brigands before they manage to escape with the treasure. Must be returned to the rightful owners. Good job. Okay. I love this line. Sorry it took so long. I got lost. His own maze. He got lost. Glad that your spell's been repelled. Oh, what's that called when they rhyme like that? Need to go before the brigands know, or they'll spoil our show. Form of rhyming. There's a word for it. Do you know what it's called, Maction? Or Chef Tig? Afraid you'll have to get there on your own. Well, it's like lyrical rhyme or something like that, or lyric rhyme. There's a specific term for it. I know it's a poem, but no, haiku is a number of I believe it's syllables. Is it metered phrase? English was not my strong point. I went with a science degree. Computer science, but it's still science. So I don't know. Maybe it is metered phrase. I could look it up, but that would require me to probably pause the game at a point where, there actually is a time limit. Both again, and good luck. I'll make sure you're richly rewarded for your bravery. Yay! There they go. Decide to counter the cursor, then mind the mirror over there, over mere minds. Tip the canoe and toodaloo. Also, if you do the honors, I'll honor your due. Trying to break in, we can hear him beating on the door. Pick up the mirror and store it away. Let's grab the potions. That. Blackbird looks strangely familiar, familiarly stranger. Strange. You sense that you design your destiny is. Oh, strange for shouting for. Oh, thanks. That bird shows up as the thief in every game for the rest of the series. Get it out. I'm going to be 1 point short, and I have no idea where that point is. I will not get a perfect score. I should have 425 by now. Somebody I failed to talk to. Ooh, I don't want to go up there. I don't want to dance. Who did I miss? Oh, I missed someone. Oh, troll. Better wipe him out. That's true, unfortunately. I mean, the wizard has Erasmus and Fenris. That too, but the binding thing is Erasmus and Fenris show up in 4 of the 5 games. As a thief, you have the quest for the Blackbird. The fighter doesn't have anything. That's kind of, well, disappointing. There isn't anything. I mean, you run into the same characters, but there's nothing that's actually a tie. I haven't had to use a point list to play Quest for Glory ever. I'm not going to start now. I just missed a point. It happens. And it's... Yes and no, because anybody can become the paladin, actually. Anyone can become the paladin. So it's not just tied specifically to the fighter class. But there is no honor in the first game. Honor was a metric that was brought in Quest for Glory 2. It was an added item. It was never originally something that was planned. It was just when they started to make the second game, they decided that they'd add something new. There's actually some really cool interviews with Lori and Corey Cole. Matt Barton, one of my friends. I call him a friend. I don't know if he'd call me a friend. He's a good guy, really smart. Does a show called Matt Chat, and he interviewed them when they were doing their Kickstarter for Hero U, which I pointed out to you on my page. And they talked about making Quest for Glory series, and some of the various things that cropped up. Like originally, there was going to be human, and there was going to be centaur, and like I think an elf as a playable race. Gnome. I'm sorry, it was a gnome as a playable race. And what ended up happening was they found that they didn't have the capability to do all of those different character sprites in the game engine for doing things like climbing up stairs and stuff like that. It was just required too much, and so they scaled it back to just three classes of a human. But think of how much different that would be if you could play as a centaur in Quest for Glory. Kind of crazy, huh? But the game is what it is. But it's still a great game series. I still love it. It's one of my favorite game series still to this day. But what does the Paladin focus on? Aside from bringing peace and harmony to all the lands he goes to, he doesn't really have anything that pulls him specifically between the stories that links. See, the Blackbird shows up in every Quest for Glory game and has an interaction with the thief in all games except for the first one. And the magic user deals with Fenris and Erasmus and Arana. But the fighter So what do you do? Until the fifth one. The fifth one was designed to be the end of the story arc for the character you play as, which is why you can bring back Piranha from the dead. What's wrong with Fenris and Erasmus? I like them. They're good characters. Well, honestly, if you think about it, whereas Arana does show up in all of the games, she's only a passing thing. She leaves behind areas of like gardens and the various areas you travel to. She doesn't become a focal point of the interest of the mage until Quest for Glory 4. So technically, you could say that because she becomes such a focal point of characters and Quest for Glory, but she is an integral part for everyone Quest for Glory 4. There's lots of various different ways that you can take it. But I think that it's a tying function of Fenris and Erasmus, and yeah, but it's not an impossible dream because you do have the option to bring her back, resurrect her in the fifth one when you visit Tartarus, or you can bring back Katrina, depending on who you want to bring back. It takes part of your uh, health. It takes a chunk of your health, and you have to build it back up. But you can resurrect them. Go to Hades. You just like being in a discussion. Well, it's a very interesting point to bring out that everybody else, every other class in the game, has some sort of binding link between each one of the individual games, but the fighter really doesn't. And the fighter pretty much just goes where everyone tells him to. If you think about it, because in every one of the games, see, there's Toro. See, he's not dead. See, he's perfectly fine. I just broke his arm. But he pretty much just goes where everybody tells him to go. So in Quest for Glory 1, there's a note that says that, this town needs a hero. So you go there because they need a hero, right? And then Quest for Glory 2, the Catas say, we need a hero and we're going that way. So come with us. Okay. So you go. Quest for Glory 3, there's a war brewing and the diplomats have disappeared. So we need you to come here. Okay. So you go. Quest for Glory 4, you're pulled there. So you go. Quest for Glory 5, your help is needed in another land. So you go. He has followed. Yeah, Maction is one of my followers. Follow my channel. Yep, he's a good guy. You should check out his channel, Chef. He does very very interesting streaming. He doesn't just do video games. He streams all sorts of stuff, and it's really good. Thus, the hero from the east freed the man from form of beast, saved beauty from the brigand's ban, and forced the ogres to flee the land. So, ta-da! I have won this one. Brigand band has been dispersed. The treasure has been reimbursed. And so with Kata and the Abdul Adu, you bid the valley a fond adieu. That smile. Yeah, it's kind of scary, isn't it? It's like he's having a seizure or something. The kind of interesting thing is this game came out in 92, but even at that point, this would be 3 years after VGA video cards were introduced, 1989. There still weren't a lot of companies that were producing games that used VGA because not a lot of people had them. They were very, very. So it's kind of interesting to note that, yeah, the colors and stuff are kind of crazy, but when you get to their later releases, mode, I did that. Is it not working? Control F. It's set to is that better? That work? But see, it didn't chroma the background. There we go. That was weird. All black now. Okay. We're gonna save. Oh, get back in here now. Save this. Now, if I can only do that with my background when I'm my video, put it in Sierra Flash. We're gonna name it Twitch1 Save. Okay. Now, question is this: do you guys want me to play Quest for Glory 2 Trial by Fire EGA, or should I continue with Quest for Glory 2 Trial by Fire VGA Remake, which was done by Adventure Game AGI Studios? Adventure Game Interactive, I think they are. And by, what's your opinion? Since this one's done, the VGA Remake? Okay. Well, at some point in time, you do realize I'm going to play the EGA original Heroes Quest and Quest for Glory 2 and EGA so that people can see them as well. Yes. Let's see. All right, let me I don't have it. Let's see. I no longer have it. So I'm going to have to download it. Load. I'm going to have to try to capture its window. A little bit of I'm sorry, Noah, I seem to have run off a bunch of your people. Apparently they don't like my games. Create a desktop icon. Not going to run that yet. Up. Okay. Why I have be right backs and AFKs. That makes sense. I'm not going to fault you for that. I gotta do something real quick. I gotta open the file location because I have to put my save game in there. Otherwise, my character import. Otherwise, it won't show up. I know I'm doing a lot of stuff in the background that you guys can't see, but I am working. Believe me, I'm not sitting around doing nothing. At least you have a job. My health seems to be stopping me from being able to do that. Hmm, that's interesting. Didn't save. I'll have to do that again real quick. I'm sorry, guys. Let's resave. Turn the speed up a lot. Don't you hate when that happens? I'm gonna speed through it, so I hope you guys aren't hoping to read everything again. Do what I gotta do, yeah. Avoid the fairies, because I don't really feel like dancing right now. I think what I'll do is when I go back and play the EGA version of Quest for Glory, I'll play a thief with magic. That way I can do... It's still coming, so I'm hoping it'll be here soon, because I want to play it. It's supposed to come out sometime this spring, I think is what they were saying. They actually have an ETA on their website, I just haven't looked at it lately. Yeah, again. Right. They have meeps in the store. Did you see that? Well, it missed its delivery date, which was originally supposed to be in fall of 2014. It is coming, but it's not out yet. It's supposed to be here soon. I don't know what that means. As of December, yeah. Well, hopefully it'll come up before then. It would be nice to see it before then, but I'm definitely planning on... I'll take a blue one. You can always dye his hair green. Right? That is true. A green meep would be much nice. Would be much more interesting. I'll take any meep I can get, but I'm thinking about doing a pre-order, one of the higher ones that I can get a bunch of stuff. I kind of wish I had gotten in on the Kickstarter, but I was really sick. I wasn't working, and I didn't have any money that I could have kicked in, so I could get a boxed copy. But okay, gonna do something here real quick. Yeah, I'm always poor. I'm not even gonna lie. There he is. Very hard for me to work most of the time because of my illness. I have with the Lyme disease. It means that I get sick, and when I get sick, places just they're like, "Oh, don't want to hire that person. They'll never be there." And unfortunately, as much as I hate to say it, that does have a ring of truth because I do get sick. Um, I do miss work more, which sucks because try to run at 960. So try to run now.